now let's get in some updates coming in. Justice Mini Pushkarna has further directed the Congress leaders to remove all allegedly defamatory material from social media platforms within 24 hours. If they fail, the social media companies will have to do it on their own. This is the big news coming in right now, viewers, that this is the case regarding Smriti Irani's defamation suit. More news coming in at this point of time, where in fact this suit was filed by Smriti Irani seeking damages for allegedly making baseless allegations against her and her daughter. Now, what we have learned so far is that the Justice Mini Pushkarna has directed the Congress leaders to remove tweets, retweets, posts, video, photos from social media in relation to the allegations made against Irani. I want to go across to Niranjan. Niranjan, take us to the details. This, like I said, is in fact, Rhythm is joining me on the phone line. Rhythm, this is coming as a big setback, Rhythm. Take us through what this means legally.
Well, let's tell our viewers it's a big blow to Pawan Khera as the court has today slammed him and others for the kinds of language that they have used, slanderous allegations they have made against Smriti Irani, who's a union minister. Today, a single judge, Justice Mini Pushkarna of the Delhi High Court, was hearing the matter on the defamation case that has been slapped on these leaders by Smriti Irani, Union Minister. Jairam Ramesh, Pawan Khera, Netaji D'Souza have to now remove the defamatory material from social media where they had stated this. The court, in their interim order, the Delhi High Court says, slanderous allegations were made. Grave injury has been caused to the repetition of Smriti Irani in view of the tweets and the retweets that were carried out due to the press conferences of the defendants. An interim injunction, which is protection, has been given to Smriti Irani, and an injunction means the three Congress leaders have been directed to delete or remove these allegations from all social media platforms. If they refuse to do so or they're unable to do so, then immediately the social media platforms have to ensure within a period of 24 hours that this material is removed. Not only is it a big blow to them, but one needs to understand when the Delhi High Court steps in, Shivani, the kind of language used against Smriti Irani and others, it is the court saying action needs to be taken. A big blow to Congress, big blow to Pawan Khera.
All right. Thank you, Rhythm, for joining us. I'm also being joined by Gaurav Bhatia from the BJP. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Bhatia. This is a big win coming in fact, for Smriti Irani because, you know, a defamation suit where she and her daughter were targeted. This was definitely a serious issue. Now we're getting a direction coming in that all social media posts which are defamatory should be removed. What is the reaction coming in, Mr. Bhatia?
Absolutely. This is a tight slap on the face of the Congress party for the sinister design and propaganda that has become the hallmark of the Congress party now. Now, after the Delhi High Court verdict, I think Congress needs to introspect. And it has also shown how tenacity is the virtue that is not there with the Congress. But Smriti Irani ji came out in the open, took the legal route like any other citizen, and then decided to seek justice. And justice today has been delivered. And this is a very welcome order of the Delhi High Court.
Mr. Bhatia, what do you think this also means politically? Because, you know, sometimes we see that these borrow words, you know, keep happening between the opposition and the center. But when an 18-year-old in this case, Smriti Irani's daughter, is targeted and the court there is saying that defamatory material from there should be removed, what do you think this really means, Mr. Bhatia?
Politically, it's again a very significant order, and I'll tell you the reason why. It shows that a citizen who has faith in the judiciary and the legal system gets justice, and people who make scurrilous, irresponsible remarks without an iota of evidence are slammed by the court. And I recollect how Rahul Gandhi did the same to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, using the slogan "Chaukidar Chor hai," and then later apologizing before the Honorable Supreme Court. So falsity, propaganda has become synonymous to the functioning of the Congress party today.
Right, Mr. Bhatia. Also, we have seen the opposition to say again and again that agencies are being used, like the CBI, the ED is being used to target, the opposition. But here we saw that some members in the opposition went all the way to the High Court, for seeking, in fact, saying that a young girl, Smriti Irani's daughter, was running a bar. That's a very serious allegation coming from the Congress itself. So, in a way, would you say that this is hypocrisy coming from the opposition?
Just answering what you've asked me and taking your point forward, the difference between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Congress is this, that when scurrilous allegations are made on leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party and their relatives, like a law-abiding citizen, our leaders move the court, and then the court has done justice. On the other hand, when there are serious allegations against the Gandhi Parivar and leaders of the Congress party, they do not move the court, and they cry foul and they say this is a case of political vendetta, but they never get any relief from any competent court of the country. So the difference between the two parties and their approach, their faith in the judiciary is writ large and evident.